Hello there everyone, it's Nina from Mystic Medicine and welcome back to my channel. Today we have another pick a card reading for you, and this is about what are your blues trying to tell you, or if you've been having sadness, what's the purpose, what is it trying to tell you, what's the deeper meaning. So we have 3 different piles for me to pick from today. They're all blue stones. So we have pile number 1 on the left, 2 in the center, and 3 on the right. So do your thing, meditate, see what pile or stone calls to you or resonates with you the most, and I'll see you in a second. How's it going? Those of you who picked pile number 1, or this blue crystal. And to be honest with you, I had no idea what crystal this was, so I went ahead and I looked it up, and it looks the most like blue adventurine. So I thought I would share a little bit about this stone. It says that blue adventurine clears old stagnant energies, helping you open up to inner growth and spiritual work. It also helps strengthen communication abilities, helping you speak out when required and being true to yourself. It says it not only embodies strength, but honors peace and caring for others. So yeah, I thought that was pretty powerful, and maybe it may resonate to you, what you're going through right now, and maybe you could work with that stone. Maybe that would help you on your journey and your path right now. So let's get into your reading. So, what are your blues trying to tell you? First of all, I just want to say that my purpose of this reading was to really help people who resonate with my readings and my channel and me as a reader, to have them feel seen. I know there's a lot of recently a theme in my life, well, not quite recently, but in the past has been, kind of being shamed or talked down to because you're going through a hard time, or because you're sad or you're feeling blue. And I want to put the message out for people not to condone fake or fake positivity or toxic positivity, that it's really okay to not feel, joyful and happy all the time, and to just know that all feelings and emotions are to be honored, are to be felt, and are to be worked through. So that was really my intention, was first of all to help you feel seen, and to just hold some compassionate space, loving space for you, and channel some guidance and advice, wisdom, give you clarity or the confirmation that you need as you navigate this challenging time. So yeah, just disclaimer, want to put that out there. I care and I love you guys, and I really just want to bring, some good, loving energy, because sometimes we can't always seek counsel in our family or our friends. So yeah, if you have no one, I hope I can be this person for you. Okay, enough rambling. Let's get into your reading. So we're going to look at the divine abundance first. So I pulled these 3 cards with the intention of what are your blues trying to tell you. And the 3 cards that you got are True Offering, Limitless, and Your Path. True Offering says, true offering takes what can be an unbearable cross and turns it to love. Limitless, see yourself open to receive in the most miraculous ways. The divine can use anything and anyone. Your path. Dear Lord, help me trust that there's a plan far beyond what I can see through my fears and illusions. So these are very beautiful and powerful cards. And I feel as though what your blues are trying to tell you is to kind of offer your hardship, whether this is a situation, a person, a certain circumstance, whatever that's like weighing heavy on you. Right, it says what can be an unbearable cross, and I kind of think of like Jesus, Christ. When I read that, maybe that is an ascended master that is working with you. And another side note is that you have a lot of angel numbers. You have 22, 44, and then you have 3 of coins, number 3 with the red fox, number 3 for healing, and then 1 plus 2, I added to 3, which is never alone. So maybe look up the angel number 3333. Maybe there's a message there for you. Anyway, so I feel, well, why I brought that up is I feel as though you have a lot of divine support. I feel like there are a lot of healers around you at this time from the higher realms, those who have passed on and are now ascended masters in the ethers helping humanity. I feel like you have a lot of support for healing, for release. And I feel like that's something that your blues are trying to, trying to tell you, is that to release, to let go. I'm there's an image of a bird, so I'm getting the sense of like freeing yourself. We have butterfly wings, and in another card we have the skull. So I feel like there's like a transformation that needs to unfold, that needs to be shed. And there's growth here. There's opportunity for growth. I feel like your blues are also trying to tell you that, I'm being drawn to one of your angel cards, but I won't get into that quite yet. But that you're not alone, and that spirit in the universe is going to work in intricate ways to help you along your journey, to help you get through whatever it is that you're working through at this moment. I feel like spirit is trying to get you to release and open yourself up. I feel like spirit wants to come through and bless you and work and move through you, or work through other people to get to you, to bless you. I'm seeing all these hands with like this, with these butterflies. Like there's a lot of transformation. There's many gifts. There's like a blossoming that wants to take place, and spirit wants you to know like the best way to work with spirit at this time is to truly offer and release and sacrifice your hardship and what weighs down on you, so you can open yourself up to receive blessings. And then we go on with your path. And this card is, you guys may be, what your blues may be telling you is that you may be, I'm sensing, because there's 2 cards that talk about illusions, this is one of them. You guys may not be seeing the picture 100% clearly. I feel like you guys are very hard on yourself. I'm sensing a lot of go. We have the 8 of Wands here, and this is part of, what's causing the blues. So I'm gonna touch on that because I feel like it intertwines with this 3rd card. So for what is causing your blues, we have the 3 of coins, the 8 of wands, and the 10 of wands in reverse. What I'm seeing is, I think it's a bit ironic because the 3 of coins to me, or what I've been taught and what I've seen from cards, this is throwing me off, is this is a card of collaboration and partnership, of learning, of working together. And I find it odd that in this depiction, in this deck, there is a young child, and it's giving me the Fool vibes, who has his eyes closed and just walking along with a hand drum, just in joy and free and in innocence. And there's two very menacing individuals lurking behind him. One has like a knife, and it seems as though maybe you're here to, right now you're going through a phase where you're learning from maybe people who are hostile. Maybe people are around you that you're not necessarily aware of, that have ill intent towards you, that you may be collaborating with or working with, and they may look at you with anger, with envy, with malintention. These people are not on your side when you're not looking. I don't know who this message is for, but just, take what resonates. I'm not trying to say that your friends or your buddies or your coworkers are out to get you, but for some of you, that is true, and they may look at you as like naive, or ignorant, or, but the thing is, like, I'm taking you as the one in the white cloaks, is that you're very pure, and I feel like you have a good heart, and you have this joy around you, and this lightheartedness, and like a sense of adventure. And maybe this is I'm also seeing all the peacock feathers, so you guys are beautiful. I'm seeing beauty, I'm seeing psychic connection. Yes, I feel like you guys are protected though. And I'm seeing that you have something that these others do not. I feel like you guys are pure light, and the others, harbor darkness, and you have some learning, because we also have the learning card right next to this. So I feel like you're being a mirror to certain people around you, that you guys should carry some like dark stones. I don't know, I feel like I need to protect you. You guys may have like this childlike innocence, and that's crazy. We have another card right below it. It says trust your innocence. So I feel like if others around you try to make you feel bad for being the way that you are, like, don't, because that is a massive strength, and it is a gift, that you are so pure and lighthearted and beautiful. You're a beautiful soul. You have a beautiful heart. Never let anyone, try to convince you otherwise. It's a beautiful gift, and we need more people like you in the world. So hold on to that. Don't let the world, mold you into something else, or make you think that you're weak or inadequate or not smart enough, or, whatever. Don't trust that. I'm sensing jealousy and harshness, and people may want to hurt you or wish bad things on you. So I'd say protect yourselves, you guys. Bay leaves, burn some bay leaves, keep bay leaves on you, around you, in your car, in your home. Protect your home, protect your belongings, protect your spirit. Cleanse. You guys need energetic cleansing. Keep some dark stones. I like to work with obsidian, black kyanite, and black tourmaline. Maybe even labradorite would be great for you guys. Maybe some bronzite too. I don't know if I'm pronouncing that stone right, but those stones will send. Just look them up. Go to your local crystal shop or Etsy, or wherever you get your stones or crystals if you're into that. But I'm really sensing to tell you guys to protect yourselves. And yeah, you may be feeling blue because people are sending this negative shit at you. No joke. Yeah. I'm also, okay, moving on. So moving on, we have the Eight of Wands. So I'm feeling that the Eight of Wands is upright, and for this to be like a cause of your blues, I feel like with the Eight of Wands right next to the Ten of Wands that you may be feeling run down. Like, I feel like you're very wanting to go all in, all at once right now. You know, being productive, you're passionate about something, or you have this higher vision and you see something that you want and you're diving to grab it like now. Excuse me, but we have like these health cards, which is, maybe I'm getting ahead of myself, but I'm sensing that you guys need to prioritize your health with the Ten of Wands right next to it, especially. It's in reverse. I'm feeling that you guys are like being stressed out and feeling burnt out and overwhelmed by and the fact that you feel that way, it could be making you feel depressed because you want these results, and you know you are working with these people. Sorry, that Three of Coins is really giving me a weird vibe, but we're gonna try and transmute this energy right now. Yeah, I'm just gonna place a black crystal that I was holding and just put it right there. Put it on you to protect you. Yeah. Okay. Seriously, you guys, I wouldn't trust everyone that you have around. I'm just gonna say that. I don't want to scare people, but the cards don't lie, and I'm really being drawn to this Three of Coins. I feel like people are sending bad juju to try and sabotage business endeavors, creative ideas, whatever it is that you want to go full force in. It may be affecting your energy, it may be affecting your aura, but people are very envious and spiteful, and you guys need to protect yourselves. I don't think, okay, if you're gonna take anything away from this reading, please protect yourself. Be wary. Look around you, be aware of your surroundings, be like aware of like the energies and the vibes and the body language of other people. But Spirit keeps on telling me, or there's like a guide here that is like, drill it in them that they need to protect themselves and take active measures too. Okay? I love you guys. I don't want to see anything bad happen to you guys. Okay, let's move on, because this could be affecting like your energy levels if you're feeling lethargic or tired or run down. This could be a reason, and this is like, could be what's one of the factors that is making you feel blue. But anyway, the Ten of Wands, it has a skull. Not that you're gonna die, but the skull is symbolic of, you know, death and transformation. And even so, because from this skull, the Ten of Wands, you know, it's like this skull, there's like a tree branch, the trunk coming up, and then the 10 wands are the branches of this tree. So that's why I was tying this in with your path. I feel like you may need to let go of some things that burden you or weigh heavy on you. You know, that you need to offer up true offering, take what can be an unbearable cross and turns it to love. I feel like major transmutation is needing to come forth. Maybe you need to release some toxic people or friends in your life because they're holding you back or causing unnecessary stress or literally sending you bad energy, bad thoughts. speaking malintended words about you, and words are powerful. And then we have all these blue stones speaking about the throat chakra, and it's going to take some of that inner strength, right, that I was speaking to you about the blue adventuring. But yeah, you may have some doubts about, where am I going? Am I wasting my time? I'm putting this effort in. I'm working with these people, but I'm feeling so run down and tired. And, you could be afraid. You could be, your inner vision could be distorted at this time. And I think your blues are really telling you to let go, to open yourself up to receive from the divine, and to simply keep trust and faith that you have a divine plan that is very great and beautiful and totally accustomed to you and your heart's desires. And to just release the fears and your illusions and your doubts and your negative thoughts, and those negative thoughts or feelings or emotions or your fears, just say, Spirit, make a ritual, say a prayer, just speak out loud, be like, I talk about praying a lot to the people around me, but my praying, quote unquote, is really just having conversations with Spirit or the universe or God, whatever you want to call it. But what I think you would really benefit from is just having that open and honest conversation out loud with Spirit, the universe, whatever you want to call it, or your ancestors or your spirit guides. And sorry, my son is here. He came in your reading, which is funny because he's very, very protective. And that just kind of reiterates that protection energy that you need. Excuse me one moment while I get him out of here. So sorry about that. So I think you would really benefit from just having that open dialogue with Spirit and being really honest about your troubles and your hardships and what's stressing you out and what you're afraid of, and just kind of say, you know what, Spirit, I'm confiding in you right now, and this is what's troubling me, what's bothering me, and just ask, for that to be lifted, and try your best to release it and cry it out, or shake and move your body, take a salt bath, whatever you need to do the best you can to really try to give it to God, give it to Spirit, give it to the universe for transmutation so something better can come in. So moving forward, we're going to look at your animal tarot cards, and this was also looking as to why you're feeling blue. So we have Sacred Abyss for learning, we have the Goat for responsibility, and we have the Red Fox for strategy. So what I'm getting from this is I feel like you may be feeling blue because you're going through a cycle, or just going down a path in life where there's learning to do, where you're learning a lot about yourself, and this could be showing up through hardship with other people, or disagreements, not seeing eye to eye. Maybe certain people are leaving your life. Maybe you're learning a new subject in school that's really expanding your mind and changing your perspective. But either way, this learning that you're going through right now is really going to shift your paradigm. You're going to walk through a new threshold and a new doorway into a new reality. With the Goat here, you may be feeling, what I was picking up from like this Eight of Wands is like wanting to build, or have some sort of structure, foundation, you may be someone who you have a lot of people relying on you, or you're undertaking new things, you're starting new things, trying to see results in new things, and you have by default a lot of people looking up to you. People hold you in high regard or look up to you for answers, or to bring worth, or to bring, people rely on you a lot, and this reliance has you feeling maybe burdened and overweighted by like this fountain of responsibility. And also we have the red fox here for strategy, so like this learning, and with all this responsibility, maybe another reason why you're feeling blue is that you're having to be flexible. You have to be on your toes a little bit more adaptable. There's red here, so maybe like some disturbance in the root chakra about not feeling safe or stable, or maybe there's some issues with money that's burdening your mind, and you're really trying to look for ways to reassess, reevaluate your situation so that you can be in a better place or have some more gain. So I feel like you have a quick, witty mind, because there's a lot of intelligence here with the fox. So, and we have learning as well. So you guys are very intelligent people, and I feel as though like the cycle that you're going through with the people around you, what you're learning, this may have to do with your health. Some health issues could have happened, or some issues with the business, falling out with loved ones. It's making your mind run, and I see you being very analytical and maybe like not being fully grounded in reality because your mind is somewhere else, assessing different possibilities or going through a bunch of scenarios, if that makes sense. Okay, so let's move on. So we're gonna go to loving advice from our angels. And we have number 9 for health, number 6 for fulfillment, and number 12 for never alone. So right off the bat, that number 12 card, never alone, is drawing me in it's very important for you to know that you're not alone on your path. And this card is also bringing up that point I said earlier about you having a lot of support around you, a lot of healers, a lot of divine, angelic, and ascended masters presence around you. I feel like you're meant to bring forth an offering and a gift, and you need to seek counsel with the divine so that you can bring that its purest form from your most authentic place. And number 6, fulfillment, I'm feeling the sense that Spirit is telling you to be content with where you are, and to know without a doubt that your desires will be met. And as I'm looking at this number 9 health card, is like to get there, to be in the present moment and content and grateful and fulfilled where you are, and to know, to connect with the divine and your guidance to bring forth what it is that you want to, what this 8 of Wands is that you're so passionate about, is that you need to take care of yourself. Take care of your emotional well-being, take care of your physical body, take care of your energetic body, take care of your home, clean your home, take, necessary herbs or vitamins, maybe go see your doctor and have a wellness check. I'm feeling a sense of like getting yourself cleansed and beautifying yourself and tending to yourself and your body and your energy. You're gonna just have this glow, and I feel like a sense of more creative energy and energy, period, but also inspiration and joy and happiness and liveliness. And I feel like you'll be able to attract more of what it is that Spirit is trying to gift to you. Okay, let's move on to our final point, and that is the light that needs or wants to shine through. That wants to shine through these dark clouds, your blues or your sadness. So we have 4 cards. We have Shine Your Light, we have Healing, we have Trust Your Innocence, and we have the Violet Flame. So I think it's so funny. It's like, what light wants to shine through? And we literally have number 44, Shine Your Light. So I feel like you want to shine through. So your authentic self, your heart, what you have to offer, your creativity, it wants to come through. And I feel like what's going to majorly support that is, one, you doing this healing. We have literally the healing card again, which is like tending to yourself, right? If there really is someone, dishing out this low vibe, dishing out like this, negative thoughts, mean energy, hostile energy, that you need to clear it out, tend to your energy, maybe get a healing, cleanse your aura, listen to singing bowls, burn some sage, burn some, sandalwood incense, cleanse and clear yourself and get right in yourself and get in that alignment. And also, as I was telling you before, we have number 54 is trusting your innocence. Trust that beauty and that purity that is within you, because we have the star. It wants to shine through. It wants to be a huge part of that, what you fall back into, what you have confidence in, what you trust in. And it's a very beautiful thing. And I feel like once you get into this alignment, you're going to feel more fulfilled. You're going to feel brighter. You're going to have that energy to go after, what it is that you want to do, your heart's desires. And your path is going to clear. And so many beautiful gifts are going to come through for you. I honestly feel that, and I see it in the cards. And then lastly, we have the Violet Flame, and it just gets reiterated with this. The Violet Flame is about protection and, clearing your aura, having, that awareness of your energies and the energies of the people around you, and like making it a practice to center yourself and cleanse yourself and align with yourself, to remove, trauma, and to, raise your vibration, rebalance yourself. And yeah, I feel like you guys may have beautiful, beautiful healing abilities, and to like explore that, maybe you need to not only heal yourself, but also other people. And it's very important for you to protect yourself. So yeah, I feel like I keep repeating myself, so thank you so much, beautiful pile number ones. I hope you enjoyed your reading. I hope it resonated, and I will see you in the next reading. Happy healing. Hello, pile number 2, or those of you who picked this beautiful little Larimar chip, one of my favorite stones actually. Welcome to your reading about what are your blues trying to tell you. I hope that you caught like my disclaimer. It kind of tied into pile number 1's beginning, but it really just set I told my intention with this reading, and I feel like all piles should hear it, so you know where I'm coming from as we dive into this. So if you haven't, if you want to go listen to it, go ahead. But let's go ahead and dive into your reading. We're going to be looking at what are your blues trying to tell you. Why are you feeling blue? What's causing the blues? Then we're going to look at loving advice and the light that needs and wants to shine through your dark clouds and the blues. So let's get into it. The first two cards that I pulled for you are just so beautiful. You have self-love and expansiveness. So they have little little messages at the bottom, so I'm going to read them. I'll start with self-love. It says, let the wall fall that separates me from my own vulnerable inner child. I long to take care of myself like never before. And then expansiveness. It says, eternity is far more creative than the rigid, constrained, and exhausted ego. So what I'm getting right away is, what are your blues trying to tell you? I feel that your blues are trying to get you to get more in touch with your inner emotions, with your vulnerability. I'm sensing some sadness. This could literally pertain to your inner child, to your childhood, to the past, with your own children, if you have children. And then with the expansiveness, it's like, I'm feeling that you guys are like stagnant, or maybe stuck, in one way or another, or multiple ways. You could be stuck in, old emotions. You could be stuck in situations, relationships, certain things that you feel you're being held back. There's no movement, because as I look at your tarot cards, we have the Death in reverse, the Page of Swords in reverse, the Nine of Wands in reverse, the Five of Cups upright, the Nine of Coins, and the Seven of Wands. So your reading is very beautiful in a sense where it's like, there's some heavy stuck stuff, but there's like a light at the end of the tunnel, with the Nine of Coins and the Seven of Wands upright. So what I'm seeing is that you guys have the capability of this great abundance, and you guys have a great capability to have the energy and the drive and the work ethic to achieve great things, and to put the effort and consistency into achieving whatever it is that you desire. And it's so funny because we have expansiveness card, we have radical expansion. So there's like this theme coming. I'm also getting this expansive energy with the Sound of the Universe card. But anyway, there's a lot of doors. Door and inner peace, literally heaven doors. We have a house that has a door with like light illuminating through it. So I'm seeing that, with the Death card here, there's some transformation that needs to be held, and particularly what I'm feeling is like it has a lot to do with this Five of Cups. And funny enough, Larimar is one of my favorite stones to use when it comes to like releasing emotional blockages and just really having like this a nurturing energy. It is a blue stone, which is, for the throat chakra, but it really deals a lot with the heart, balancing your emotions, working out, that which needs to be released, intended to, and then bringing about clarity and joyfulness. Maybe you guys would want to work with this stone, but I just think it's funny that how it ties in, because normally I don't really connect the stones with the reading, but in this one and pile number 1 it has. So maybe work with Larimar and do a Larimar meditation. Maybe that'd be of some benefit to you if it resonates. So as I'm looking at your tarot cards with the Death card in reverse and the Page of Swords in reverse, this hints a lot of like, you know, with the death card, if it were upright, I'd be like, oh great, like, you know, no one, not, this has nothing to do with actual death, but, you know, something needs to be shed and let go and put to rest. And when the death card is reversed, it can sometimes clue to a resistance, you know, a stubbornness about not wanting things to change, not wanting to move forward, not wanting to let something go. And with the Page of Swords in reverse, this can be, you know, the Page of Swords upright is very, you know, enthusiastic, bright, high energy, you know, very communicative, can get along with people, is quick and witty, and with it in reversed, it can kind of speak of closed-mindedness, you know, not moving, being stagnant, being stubborn, especially when it comes to mindset. So when I see these two cards side by side, there's really like a change that needs to take place, I feel, in your mental body, in your perspective, or in a mindset about life, about the past, about your emotional state, about where you are in life, or about, you know, your childhood, about what's possible. You could have a lot of limiting beliefs because of how you were raised, and, you know, may have adopted certain narratives or certain ways of thinking and acting in the world that don't necessarily aid you in this expansiveness, that aren't necessarily rooted in self-love, in nourishing of yourself, to help propel you into this beautiful 9 of Coins and 7 of Wands energy. And with the 9 of Wands also in reversed right next to it, this card is kind of giving me the sense of maybe there's some fear of, you know, moving past these belief systems or ways of being and acting or feeling, because it may be, you know, I feel like it is something rooted in your childhood, that it's all you know, and to disregard it or to completely let go of it, maybe you'd feel lost. You know, I see a little girl and a house. It looks like the house is a rooster, ? I know that sounds ridiculous, but it's like the house is moving and it's dark. But there's like some illumination coming from within it, but the house itself is dark. So I feel like this is kind of symbolism of, you know, the construct which you may have adopted from childhood in itself isn't necessarily good, isn't necessarily nourishing you. But there is a gem from within that experience that you're supposed to take with you. But as, you know, the house being on these rooster legs and having the tail, is that it's time to move on, let it, it's time for movement, it's time to move on. No more hesitation, no more doubting, you know, don't give in, you know, like, oh, this is all I know, and, you know, I'm just like, I can't do anything about it. That, no, you're a lot more powerful than that. And there's like a mourning with the 5 of Cups, so there's like, maybe you need to grieve the loss of something, of somebody, of a belief system, because this is something, must be something very deeply rooted and close to your heart. This is a general reading, so I'm not necessarily going to get too specific, and it's kind of hard to see specifics. But speaking from just what the Five of Cups represents and means in general, is this can kind of be a card, where you're consumed by depression and regret, not really moving forward, not being able to really see the full picture, because you're you can be so lost in like pity and just regret and guilt, that in this picture, right, she's dropped 3 cups in the water, but she still has 2 cups, so it's like you haven't lost everything. You still have something. You're not totally left empty-handed. And I feel like Spirit is just really wanting to make it known that whatever this grief and this sorrow is, that once you can move past it, we have the 9 of Coins, or maybe you have this vision of this abundant future where there's joy and happiness. And, this is just what's holding you back from that. And that's what's causing this grief and this sadness. Because the nine of Coins is a very, very good note. Is a very, very good note. This is amazing. This is, prosperity and joy and the sun and happiness. And with the 7 of Wands there, it's you having the strength. If we look at the seven of Wands, it's just this really buff, beastly man, who's just gonna hammer away and be consistent and driven and resilient and stand up and true and strongly for what it is that he believes him. And he has the sun behind him and the mountains behind him, which is just a symbolism of that inner strength, determination. And the sun is a very prominent theme. I feel like the sun, we don't have the sun card, but the medicine of the sun is definitely here for you to illuminate, to bring warmth, to bring joy, to bring, a new cycle, a new day. Good times are ahead of you. And I just really see Spirit wanting to drive that home. Just know that things are definitely going to get better. I'm now going to move on to your animal cards, but I'm going to also speak on them with your loving advice from the oracles of the angels, because how I laid the cards down, I feel like it was for a reason, because I can see how they tie into each other. So we're first going to start with the card number 17. You have the Wolf for authenticity. And the angel cards, which I'm going to tie it into, we have inner peace and heaven's door. What I'm seeing is like with the doorway, maybe you need to walk through, this space where you need to go inward. I feel like you need to go within, and I'm looking and being drawn to this Wolf card and just really facing that which fears you that's within, if that makes sense. I get shadow work energy from the Wolf card, because there is like a sense of like self-responsibility and integrity that has to come with facing yourself, and even the intimidating bits that you necessarily don't want to show the entire world because they're not so inviting. But what I'm kind of sensing is that, the guidance here for you is that in doing this, you will find inner peace. And with heaven's door right there, it's like you're gonna unlock this, I feel like just the sun. When you illuminate those dark bits in corners, they can no longer control and rule or have fear over you. And I feel like you're going to walk through and out the other side with a much more clear and expanded mind view. Point of view and mind view. And have a deep, deep self-love. And I feel like strength. I feel like maybe this is even speaking on self-parenting yourself, going within and being the one who nurtures yourself, to lay down feelings of safety and of peace and of love, and that everything is going to be okay. That may have to be something that you do from within if you never really had someone externally show you that, and it may be completely foreign to you, but it's something that you need, because without doing that, you're vulnerable. You're unable to fully embody and be that which you truly have. Your potential will not be unlocked unless you go within and take a good look at what's there and really be honest with yourself at what you need. Okay, so I'm going to move on to the Tarantula card, number 13, and its connection. And the angel cards I'm going to tie in with this is number 13, again, 13, for truth. And then number 39 for blessing. So I feel like the guidance here is your angels are saying to see things how they are. In the totality of it all, the good and the bad. See the connection, right? Because in the connection cards, like it's this poor girl is, on the floor covered in webs, and it's dark, and it's not a good environment. So don't try to make excuses for, or just see things how they are and be honest, and to extract the blessing from that, extract the goodness, just take in what you need, and try to transmute the rest. And this is really, the blessings card is really speaking with me when people speak on this a lot. It's how Mother Earth is the greatest transmuter. She has a great ability to transmute, right? I mean, we plant seeds with literal crap, and she sprouts roses, she sprouts fruit, she nourishes with that. So just knowing that you can come from the dirt, you can come from shit, and take what nourishes, what was meant to nourish your soul, nourish your growth, nourish your soul to learn, to grow, to expand, because you're so much bigger than your experience, no matter how shitty it is. And I'm getting the sense that your guides want you to extract that which is going to make you feel empowered, because I feel that you are someone who is so much bigger than the life that you're living right now, so much bigger than the dark experiences that you've gone through. And Spirit really wants to see you just blossom and bloom. And you're like a seedling, and it's dark. The seed in itself, right? It's dark, it's in the dirt, it's covered, and you have to make that journey up and sprout into the sun. So just know that all good things, all things that grow to be great and mighty and strong, like the mighty oak trees, like the great tall redwoods, they all started from a seed and had to make that journey from the dark, alone in the dirt, and just sprout into something bigger than you could have ever imagined, into something truly magnificent. So now we're going to move into your cards, but we're already there, which is the light that needs and wants to shine through. We have radical expansion, we have Sacral Chakra, we have furred and feathered friends, and we have the sound of the universe. So I'm still getting some guidance messages, which is with the sound of the universe. I feel like, this has to deal a lot with like cleansing and clearing your energy, your auric fields, your chakras, and your meridians. I feel like working with singing bowls, playing frequencies that cleanse, your energetic bodies, that cleanse away negative energy, playing frequencies that are in attunement and alignment with the universe, with love, with letting go, with positivity, with manifesting your desires. It's all about getting into the rhythm and raising your vibration. I feel like that is another message that your guides are wanting you to hear. And also, I was getting this with the inner peace card. I feel like you guys need to ground, spend more time in the sun. I feel like sunlight is very important. Grass, green, walking barefoot, spending time with an animal. Like if you have a cat, a lizard, a fish, spend some time with, your furried friends or your scaly friends or your feathered friends. Also, be mindful of what you're eating and putting into your body. Tend to take care of your physical vessel. Maybe move your body. Also, get into like a routine of spiritual practice. Do divination walks, or if you see an animal, maybe look up the meaning of the animals that you see. If you see a lot of birds or certain colored butterflies, or if you see a lot of deer, lions, wolves, bunnies or snakes, hummingbirds, to look up the meaning, because I feel like there's a spiritual message or something that Spirit's trying to convey to you as a message through those animals. I'm also feeling that Spirit is asking you to just be open to the possibilities, to not be so narrow-minded. See everything as a blessing. Now's the time to be grateful and open your heart and your arms to receive, to let good in and to give good out, and to be grateful and to be generous at this time. Yeah, okay. So let's move on to the sacral chakra. Sorry, I got a little off topic there, I feel. So the sacral chakra has a lot to deal with your creativity. But for me, it also has a lot to deal with our relationships with others. And how, we communicate. It also has to do, it's ruled by the element of water. And so again, maybe taking a bath, a salt bath, be very cleansing and grounding for you. That water to tend to your emotions and understand how you're feeling and how you're interacting with other people and how your relationships are. Excuse me. I feel like the sacral chakra is also about like setting healthy boundaries with people, and valuing your body and tending to that, right? We were speaking about that earlier. Maybe also you need to heal some maybe beliefs or thoughts about your sexuality, and intimacy, connection with other people, and pleasure in that sense. But the big thing with the sacral chakra is your feelings and your emotional responses, and just balancing that. And I feel like once you heal like this 5 of Cups energy, that your creativity is really gonna blossom. And yeah, so your creativity wants to burst through, abundance wants to burst through, and this we have radical expansion, and it just reminds me a lot of the sound of the universe. It's like, take up space and be seen. Don't make yourself small, and don't limit yourself. It's a huge thing here, and I see that the light that needs and wants to burst through is like you creating and being seen, and for who you genuinely are, because this beautiful dragon, if you trace the root back, it's stemming from her heart. She just has her heart wide open, and she's just abundant. And again, her arms are open, like she's receiving, but she's also fearlessly, giving. I feel like I need to speak on generosity, being generous, being open. I feel like this has a lot to do with the throat chakra, as well as like express yourself, express your love, your creativity, your thoughts, your ideas. There's a lot of power. I see lightning, and there's power in that. You are powerful. It's a freaking dragon. You're freaking powerful. And these wings is like, I feel like you have the ability to really have this expansive mind, a true, genuine connection with the divine, and see a higher perspective. Very like Sagittarius vibes. And it's a beautiful thing. And be open to, the best case scenario. Open yourself up to possibilities and your true potential. And once you have that vision, know that abundance is certain. The universe is on your side, and God and spirit genuinely love you and see the greatness that you are, and want you to see yourself as that way. And the world needs to see what you have to offer. You first need to see that within yourself and love yourself for that. Get to know yourself. Dive in, right, with that wolf card. Look at yourself, even if it's scary and intimidating. You're a freaking badass. You need to know that. And the world needs you to be that person. And you are going to have so much more peace, and so much more abundance and blessings are going to flood your life. You're going to genuinely be happy and feel the sun and be the sun. Yeah, pile number 2, you guys are awesome. That is all that I'm getting for your reading today. I hope that you got something out of this. I hope that something resonated, something stuck out. I wish you well on your journey. I will see you guys in the next reading, and happy healing until then. Hello, those of you who picked pile number 3, or this beautiful blue Angelite stone. First of all, I just want to apologize if you can hear my fan in the background. It's pretty warm in my house as I'm recording this. I hope it doesn't bother you. So with all the piles, I've kind of been going over the meanings of the stones, so I didn't want to stop that with you, so we'll continue. So I looked up Angelite, and it says, it is thought to improve spirituality and spiritual awareness with a peaceful energy that is calming and soothing. Many believe it promotes communication and self-expression while dispelling fear, anger, and anxiety. It says, because it is a blue color, Angelite is associated with the throat, third eye, and crown chakras. So I thought that was pretty cool. Maybe you're kind of being called to work with this stone, or some of the things that came up while I was reading to you the properties and what it's good for. Maybe there's some themes coming up in your life that you can relate to and need working through. So with that out of the way, let's get into your reading. We're going to divide this into a couple parts. The first part is, what are your blues trying to tell you? Why are you feeling blue? What's causing the blues? And then we're going to look at the light that needs / wants to shine through, and loving advice. And I also hope you caught my disclaimer in the beginning of pile number 1. I'll leave a timestamp down below just so you know my intention and where I'm coming from with this reading. So let's get into it. We're going to look at the divine abundance to see what are your blues trying to tell you. And you have 3 cards. You have divine abundance, non-duality, and allowing. So the divine abundance says you were born to align with love's will, follow the Tao, and serve something beyond the ego. Learn to be abundance, not chase it. Non-duality. Let your authentic humanity shine forth while also bowing to the inner divine. You can become fluent at doing both. And allowing. Radical acceptance says yes to reality in any given moment, so what's needed can come next. So these are 3 very, very powerful cards. And interpreting them as to what are your blues trying to tell you, I think that you may be struggling maybe with mindset or some limiting beliefs that keep you in a state of lack or scarcity with the divine abundance card. It seems like you literally have allowing, so you need to there's a resistance I'm picking up, and I'm seeing it replicated in these cards for it's what's causing the blues. So I'm going to see if I can tie these together. I'm sensing that some of you may be feeling torn or being pulled or split in 2 different directions. One that is sort of delivering this narrative about chasing, about not being enough, about, wanting to do something great and big, but feeling as though you have to decide, like that choosing yes to one thing would be denying another part of you, or letting a part of you down. And then another part of you that wishes to be expansive and free, and this feeling of lightheartedness and very beautiful and open, if that makes sense. And with the non-duality card in the center of these 2, I feel as though Spirit is trying to say that there is no need to kind of pick one over the other, that you can balance. There's a lot about balance in your entire reading, about merging, about coming to peace. There's a lot in your reading about fighting and being at war or being in conflict. And I feel as though it's to solve this spell of sadness is to, heal and mend that within yourself, so that you can feel fully expressed and embodied in a beautiful, abundant, and flow state sort of way. And that you don't need to feel as though you're betraying or denying any part of yourself, but that you embrace all parts and accept yourself and allow and flow. Looking at your animal oracles, with the question being, why are you feeling blue? We have the gorilla for peace, we have the bison for ritual, we have the owl for wisdom, and the dog for companionship. And I'm being really called to the bison. When I look at this card, and with it being ritual, I'm feeling that you're needing a sense of sacredness in your life. The bison reminds me a lot of like our ancestors, and there's a beautiful Native American looking woman, and it's about, paying tribute to the past in a sense. It could be about your past, with this card being next to releasing and peace. Maybe there's something you need to honor and to let go so that you yourself can be more at peace with yourself, and make it daily rituals where, you don't just do one ritual and poof, your problem is solved. It's like making a daily practice to really change or heal something. Is that you need to feel committed to it, and make a ritual that makes you feel grounded, something that makes you feel as though you're being expressive, is paying tribute to the divine within you and your beautiful connection with spirit. And having these little sacred rhythms that you put yourself into every day will really help cultivate this peace. With the gorilla card now I'm moving to, there's smoke in this card. And this gorilla is, this card comes up when it's like there's conflict. This gorilla looks to me as a warrior and is sitting in space away from the earth, watching the smoke dissipate and the sun rise and the light disperse over the surface of the world. And he himself has put down his shield, his mask, and his spear that have remnants of fire. So there could have been, you could be in a situation internal, this could be external. We do have the companionship card, so this could be with other people, friends, family, loved ones, those dear to your heart. This can be an internal conflict or battle, and it's just taking some space, breathing, looking back, seeing the bigger picture. And that's sort of what the owl card is saying as well. Why are you feeling blue? It may be because you haven't fully separated yourself from, your issue, from the heavy emotion that you could be feeling. Maybe not seeing the grand scheme of everything, because when you're in it, it's hard to tell, when things are falling apart, or, these grandiose emotions sort of swallow and consume and fall over you. It can be hard to separate yourself and know, a part of me is choosing this. This is to help me grow. I need to see how this is serving me. What is the lesson here? What is there to learn and take away? And with the companionship card, this could be very much about, feeling isolated and alone, or feeling misunderstood, feeling as though those you love and care for you are against you, not really feeling the compassion and the support that you need from others around you, or maybe on some deeper level from yourself. Another point in this card is there's an archer, a man or a woman, hard to tell, with a bow and arrow, and I feel as though that this card is asking you to kind of narrow your focus and not being so swallowed up or overwhelmed with what you're thinking or what other people are saying or what's going on around you, but to have this focus, this aim, and to see a bigger picture, see the things at a higher and sorry, I'm tripping over my words, but seeing things from a higher perspective. So now moving on to your tarot cards, with the question being what's causing the blues, and you have the Queen of Cups, the King of Wands in reverse, the Two of Swords also in reverse, and you have Temperance. And I think what's very interesting is you have two very serene, beautiful, meditative, compassionate cards sandwiching in between these two very fiery, reversed chaotic card. So I'm feeling that there really is some disharmony within or with people around you in your environment. So you have your beautiful Queen of Cups, and she is sandwiched in between from top and side, the releasing card. So what is the Queen of Cups? She represents the subconscious, our emotions. She is warm, she's empathic, she's someone who's emotionally stable and balanced, who those go to seek counsel, very intuitive and compassionate. And with her being next to the peace card, there's a sense of peace that is wanting to come through, that can come and be ushered in through the releasing card. And we have the divine abundance card below her. So when you embody this beautiful queen, divine feminine energy in the upright, healthy, balanced position, I feel as though this will help your abundance if there is lack or issues with money, is being in this state of allowing, of openness, of this feminine receiving energy, that this will help you. It'll echo out, as you spiral in and you fix these issues within. Your outer reality will also reflect a more harmonious and open and fluid and abundant state of being once you anchor that in with yourself. And we have the King of Wands, and when the King of Wands is reversed, we don't get the beautiful, powerful, balanced. He is powerful still, the King of Wands in reverse, but as the King of Wands is a symbol of strength and vitality, passion and creativity. When he's reversed, it can be weakness instead of strength, being volatile, a lack of harmony, being destructive with your emotions, ways of expressing or communing with other people. And this is being sandwiched in between the Queen of Cups, non-duality and higher consciousness. So I feel as though the King of Wands is a beautiful card to have. I feel as though being more harmonious within yourself and you can feel this fuel, this passion, this fire, instead of it, being destructive, you can pass it up. I'm seeing someone channel anger and bringing it up to and through the crown. There's a lot. I may be getting ahead of myself, but you have the solar plexus chakra card and the soul star chakra card. So I feel like what's being asked of you is to merge that power you feel in your solar plexus and merge it with this higher divine energy within you, if that makes sense. And then moving forward to the Two of Swords, that is also in reverse, is also near the non-duality, also the higher consciousness card, as well as higher thought and temperance. And it's as though a part of you recognizes this beautiful Queen of Cups and this beautiful King of Wands in reverse, and it's making you feel conflicted within. This could also you either be the Queen of Cups or the King of Wands, and you dancing this way with another person. This is a general reading, so take that which resonates and leave the rest behind. But it's seeming as though you feel caught or trapped in between, choosing one or the other, being this intuitive, emotionally balanced person, compassionate, and this fiery, powerful, strong King of Wands within you, and feeling as though you have to cut one out, feeling indecisive, or feeling overwhelmed and scared, but the beautiful thing is non-duality. You do not have to choose one or the other. Both can be in harmony within yourself and coexist simultaneously. So there is no need to feel at war with yourself. There is no need to, deny any part of you. If you deem something as quote unquote negative, maybe it just needs to be integrated in a different way and not let something have control or rule over you out of fear, but switch that into how can I integrate this into my being and be empowered and feel powerful and feel like I am being authentic and true to myself. And it seems as though the key to doing this is changing how you perceive, how you view things, and the best way to accomplish that is with the Temperance card, is to seek meditation, a more meditative state, to being calm, to reflecting, to going within, to being still and connecting with your higher self and with the divine for guidance and the best way to go about and stay true to all aspects of yourself and not deny or deem something as lesser than or, destructive. Now looking at the cards that I pulled with the intention of the light that needs and wants to shine through, we're looking at the Beyond Lumeria deck now. And we have number 4, Solar Plexus Chakra, Radiant Illumination. We have number 10, Soul Star Chakra, merging with the divine. It's sort of what I was saying just not that long ago, is the light that wishes to shine through of why you're experiencing these blues is to take that beautiful, powerful energy and, your expression, your self-expression, your sense of I am, who you are, what you stand for, your power, your strength, and move it upward and integrate it to working in a divine way, as a divine strength, as that which gives you beautiful, powerful presence in life, where you are true to your authentic self, where you show up and you take space and you illuminate this powerful, beautiful kindness, compassion, and power that is who you really are, that is your birthright, that does not need to be deemed as the enemy or sought out or to be destroyed or to be cut out. You do not have to choose between being someone who is powerful and is strong and is radiant and someone who is compassionate, intuitive, and balanced. You can be both. You are both. To deny one is to deny a part of you. You can live in harmony. Just allow and accept and merge the two, and you will know how to do this on an intuitive and soul level when you go into stillness and a meditative state, when you ask for guidance from your angels, from your spirit guides, from your higher self, and from the divine. Ask your ancestors. Your strength is a gift. That fire within you is a gift. It is an asset, and it needs to be used, to your greatest and highest benefit, not something that controls you, not something that you fear, not something that consumes you, but something that you use, because it is a beautiful gift and an asset to who you are, and one of your many gifts here is beautiful. And we're looking now at number 39, Our Ancient Future, and 29, Harmonic Flight. And I'm being called to the harmonic flight because this card speaks about looking into the eyes of another and seeing and recognizing the divine within them as well as yourself. And what I'm sensing with you guys is to look into yourself and see both halves, quote unquote, these two dualities, quote unquote, and see them both as divine, because they are. They're gifts, they're beautiful, complementary aspects to your uniqueness, to your unique expression. It is you. No one else can embody and be as you are. And you're meant to kind of go through this journey in life, is to merging two opposites, to merging two contrasting colors, ideas, ways of being. It's beautiful. And also, if this has to do with another person, is looking at them and seeing them as being divine, no matter what conflict has been arisen within your relationship with this person, to know that we all exist as mirrors for one another, and ultimately the underlying factor of everything is love, is growth, is learning, and is expansion. And that if you're faced with someone which there's a lot of conflict, disagreeing, not seeing eye to eye, there's a lot of hard angles, just know that this person exists out of love from the divine, from your higher self, from your guides. And so when this happens, the most growth and expansion happens, the most karma clearing, the most heart opening and realization of the divine is within these hard spaces. So thank you for signing up for that journey, because it is not an easy one. And then our ancient future, this beautiful card, it just shows a harmonic resonance between the two sides of the yin and the yang, which is exactly what we've been talking about. Just coming into harmony, into moving forward in the future by looking back, learning from the past. I urge you to connect with your lineage, with your ancestors of the greatest and highest good always. Say that when you invoke, spirit guides, animal guides, ancestors, especially always say of the greatest and highest good, that have nothing but love, learning, and compassion and growth. For you, it's very important. People don't always do that. Little side note. And yes, this beautiful card just reiterates this Queen of Cups, finding peace within yourself, accepting all, loving all, opening your heart, and learning and growing and finding harmony and being in flow, and to not chase, but just open your heart and receive, and to just align with your higher self and with the divine, and your highest expression, which is meant to embody these beautiful energies, or to work in harmony with others who show you this quote-unquote opposite energy than you. I feel like I keep repeating myself, so I'm going to end your reading here, beautiful pile number 3. Thank you so much for your presence. I hope that this reading served you in one way or another. I hope this empowered you, uplifted you, gave you some confirmation, clarity, and just some positivity in your life and on your journey. I love you deeply, beautiful pile number 3s. I will see you in the next reading, and happy healing until then. Bye. I am so sorry, pile number 3. I completely forgot to go over your angel cards for the loving advice. So we're going to do that right now. So the 3 angel cards you got for loving advice for your blues is number 5, releasing, number 1, higher consciousness, and number 10, higher thought. So the 5, the 1, and the 1 and the 10 equal 7. So this is like asking you to, I'm going to put in a little bit of numerology. 7 is a very spiritual number. So I feel like the loving advice from your angels through these cards is asking you to take a more spiritual route, to dive into your spirituality, to open up that. With number 5, we have releasing. So how I'm interpreting this is to release any emotional blockages, any emotional baggages, making beautiful rituals that help you become at ease, particularly in your heart and your solar plexus centers, especially when it comes to your worth, about abundance, about feeling good about yourself, about feeling free and at peace and loving and feeling whole within yourself. For higher consciousness, how I'm interpreting this with the cards underneath it is to transmute and elevate these kind of negative emotions that you may be feeling, this kind of chaotic energy, or this untapped potential that you may necessarily know how to control or necessarily know how to work with. They're asking you to kind of hone in on this energy and to transmute it, lift it up so that it becomes an energy and a part of you that empowers you, that makes you feel powerful, that makes you feel liberated, free, and in alignment and in sync with your energies, what rules you, or what you can rule within, and not be overtaken or ungrounded or feeling uprooted by it, but that you can stand tall and feel in alignment with it, and take this how it resonates, whatever this is. I think earlier in your reading, I was saying that this is kind of like indecisiveness, feeling volatile, not using your energy as a strength, but having it control you and end up having it be a weakness. Feeling overwhelmed with fear, or just consumed. So kind of transmuting that and having all of that may be deemed as negative, and just lifting it up and seeing it, and from the next card, higher thought, from a different point of view. So all of these work together, actually. So you transmuting it into a higher state of consciousness, how do you do that? Through higher thought. And the card that's supporting that is a Temperance card, which is asking you to be still, and in that stillness, in that harmony, in that peace within yourself, you'll learn how to merge these two aspects of yourself, or if this has to do with another person, how you can bring forth peace and harmony. And this may involve you having to learn something new, like a new way of communicating with someone, how to be a better communicator, to bring more harmony, to bring more understanding. This can also talk about being, the better person, to taking active steps to improving a relationship that you have with someone else, or improving the relationship that you have with yourself. And I'm seeing that this has to do with a lot of passionate feelings, some form of communication, and some form of emotion that needs to be released and processed through some form of feeling, of way of thinking, or a way of being, or a way of expression that needs to be transmuted, reborn, and something to be what's the word? Integrate. So integrated in a different way, in a way that uplifts, that you feel like you're in command, that you are the conductor of the orchestra, which is your vehicles, your mind, your thinking body, your emotional body, and your spiritual body. but especially with the mind, because we have higher consciousness, higher thought in this Two of Swords, and we have a lot of references to birds, to higher perspectives, and to taking a step out, which for me has to deal with the mind, seeing something, your mind's eye and your physical eye seeing something from a different perspective. So with that being said, I think that covers all of the advice coming through. I wish you guys just the happy healing and your bright skies, because the sun is coming through. Here's another message coming through with the releasing the higher consciousness and the higher thought. What I just see is like this shining light coming from above, that first starts from within. And I feel like you guys are on the right path. Don't ever doubt that. Know that you are so guided and so supported, and just know that you guys are so powerful, and you really have the potential to really change your situation and how you're feeling, but it has to come from within, and you have the strength to do it, and you have beautiful energies supporting you, and do not be afraid to tap in and to learn how to wield them, and how to move in alignment with yourself and in harmony with other people. Just don't forget to meditate and take the time out for yourself, for your emotional and your mental well-being. So with that being said, I love you guys. I will catch you in the next video. Bye.